Baseball fans across the country were left absolutely stunned when live television cameras captured one of the most frightening moments in recent MLB history. A horrific collision involving Los Angeles Dodgers superstar Shohei Ohtani unfolded right in front of millions of viewers, sending shockwaves through the entire baseball world. And if that wasn't enough to leave fans speechless, the situation took an even more dramatic turn when Major League Baseball announced a permanent ban on the Arizona Diamondbacks first baseman involved in the incident. The baseball world has not seen anything like this in years, and the reactions from players, managers, and fans have been nothing short of extraordinary. But what exactly happened during this terrifying collision? How serious are Ohtani's injuries? And why did MLB take the unprecedented step of permanently banning the D-backs first baseman? The answers to these questions have left the entire baseball community in a state of complete disbelief. When the starting lineups were announced and the game between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks got underway, nobody could have predicted what was about to happen. Fans tuning in from home, reporters sitting in the press box, and players warming up in the dugout all had no idea that within a matter of innings, they would witness one of the most disturbing moments ever broadcast on live television. The cameras were rolling, the crowd was electric, and Shohei Ohtani, as always, was at the center of attention. It happened in an instant. Ohtani was running the bases with the kind of explosive speed and determination that has made him one of the most exciting players in the game today. As he approached first base, the Arizona Diamondbacks first baseman moved into his path in a manner that immediately drew gasps from everyone inside the stadium. The collision was violent, sudden, and completely unexpected. The sound of the impact could be heard throughout the ballpark, and for a brief moment, an eerie silence fell over the entire crowd as Ohtani went down to the ground. Television cameras captured every terrifying second of the incident, and the footage quickly spread across social media platforms, drawing millions of views within hours. Fans watching at home could not believe what they were seeing. Many described the moment as one of the scariest things they had ever witnessed during a live baseball broadcast. The entire stadium held its breath as medical staff immediately rushed onto the field to check on the Dodgers superstar. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts was one of the first people to sprint out of the dugout when the collision occurred. His face said everything that words could not express in that moment. Roberts later addressed reporters after the game and admitted that his heart dropped the moment he saw Ohtani go down. He said that in all his years of managing in Major League Baseball, he had never seen anything quite like what happened on that field today. Roberts confirmed that the medical team responded immediately and that their absolute first priority from the very first second was making sure Ohtani was okay. Roberts also revealed that the entire Dodgers dugout fell completely silent the moment the collision happened. Players who are normally loud and energetic during games were suddenly frozen in place, their eyes fixed on Ohtani lying on the ground near first base. Freeman, who was watching from the dugout, later admitted to reporters that he immediately feared the worst when he saw the way Ohtani hit the ground. He said that in that moment, baseball did not matter at all. The only thing anyone cared about was whether Shohei was going to be okay. Mookie Betts, who had one of the best views of the incident from his position on the field, said that the collision happened so fast that it took him a moment to even process what he had just seen. Betts revealed that he immediately called out to the medical staff and ran toward Ohtani as quickly as he could. He said that seeing one of his closest teammates and one of the greatest players in the world lying on the ground like that was something he never wants to experience again. Betts said the whole team was shaken, but they drew strength from each other in those tense moments while waiting for news about Ohtani's condition. Eyewitnesses at the scene described a stadium that had gone from joyful and energetic to completely silent within seconds. Reporters in the press box said they had never heard a crowd go that quiet so quickly during a baseball game. Everyone inside that ballpark, from the most loyal Dodgers fans to neutral observers, was holding their breath and hoping that Shohei Ohtani would be able to get back on his feet. After several tense minutes on the field, Ohtani was carefully assisted by the medical team and was able to walk off the field under his own power, which brought a wave of relief from the crowd. The applause that followed was unlike anything heard at a baseball game in recent memory. Thousands of fans rose to their feet to show their support for the Japanese superstar as he made his way off the field. However, the relief was short-lived when it was confirmed that Ohtani would not be returning to the game and that he would be undergoing further evaluation to determine the full extent of his injuries. Sources close to the Dodgers organization revealed that Ohtani was visibly shaken following the collision and that the team was taking every possible precaution to ensure his health and safety. Team doctors conducted a thorough examination, and the results of that evaluation sent ripples of concern through the entire organization. The Dodgers have not yet released a full official statement regarding Ohtani's condition, but sources say the situation is being monitored very closely. But as the baseball world was still processing the terrifying images of Ohtani's collision, an even bigger story was developing behind the scenes. Major League Baseball launched an immediate investigation into the actions of the Arizona Diamondbacks first baseman involved in the incident. What the investigation uncovered left officials with no choice but to take the most severe action available to them. League officials, after reviewing multiple camera angles of the collision and gathering statements from witnesses on and off the field, concluded that the actions of the D-backs first baseman were not only reckless but were in direct violation of several of the league's most serious conduct regulations. Sources familiar with the investigation revealed that this was not an isolated incident and that the player had a prior history of behavior that had previously drawn warnings from league officials. This time, however, the consequences were far more severe. Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred announced in an official statement that the Arizona Diamondbacks first baseman has been permanently banned from Major League Baseball, effective immediately. The statement described the player's actions as conduct unbecoming of a professional athlete and stated clearly that the safety and integrity of the game must be protected at all times. Manfred emphasized that this decision was not made lightly but that the evidence gathered during the investigation left no room for any other outcome. The reaction from around the baseball world was swift and overwhelming. Players from multiple teams took to social media to express their support for Ohtani and their shock at the severity of the punishment handed down to the D-backs first baseman. Many current and former players said they fully supported the league's decision and praised MLB for taking such decisive action to protect its players. Others expressed sympathy for the Diamondbacks organization, which now faces the enormous challenge of moving forward without one of its key players at first base. The Arizona Diamondbacks released a brief statement acknowledging MLB's decision and stating that the organization fully cooperates with the league's investigation process. However, sources within the Diamondbacks clubhouse revealed that the mood inside the team was one of shock and disbelief. Several players admitted they never expected the situation to escalate to the point of a permanent ban and that the news had left everyone inside the organization struggling to come to terms with what had happened. As for Shohei Ohtani, the latest reports suggest that while the collision was frightening and the evaluation process continues, the entire Dodgers organization remains hopeful and optimistic about his recovery. Manager Dave Roberts closed his post-game press conference with a message that summed up exactly how the entire Dodgers family was feeling. He said that Shohei Ohtani is not just the greatest player in baseball today. He is a person who brings joy to everyone around him every single day, and the entire organization will be right by his side every step of the way through this. Freeman, in his own post-game comments, added that the team would dedicate their next game to Ohtani and that the entire Dodgers clubhouse is united in their support for their superstar. He said that moments like these remind everyone that baseball is more than just a sport. It is a family, and when one member of that family goes through something difficult, everyone comes together. The baseball world now waits anxiously for more news about Ohtani's condition and watches closely as the fallout from the permanent ban on the D-backs first baseman continues to unfold. One thing is certain. This is a story that will be talked about for a very long time. Thank you for watching. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Subscribe to our channel for more exciting and up-to-date baseball news.